AFTV, we've got Dan Potts here. Dan, that was a huge win. It had everything in that game. Red cards as usual, right? 1-0 to the Arsenal, the old scoreline, and they really had to show a lot of grit and determination to hang on in there in the end, but it's a massive win.
Man, I'm struggling to calm down after that. I mean, listen, there's so many talking points in the game, but we all said, the four of us at the watch along, that majority would have been, apart from yourself, 1-1. So I have to be realistic about what I was expecting. To go down to 10 men again is very disappointing, but you have to big up the players for yet again pulling through. That last 20 minutes, it seemed to me like we were back at Anfield, everyone fighting again. And I think we said on the live stream that it's as if the players were used to this now. It's like we've gone down to 10 again. We know what we do. We set up. We go 3 at the back. Holding come on. We had Gabriel and Ben White. I've got to pick up them defenders again because the amount of crosses that Wolves were putting in that box, the amount of corners they had at the end, it was nervy. It was nervy for us, so it must have been nervy for them. But I have to question this ill discipline in this team now, Robbie. It's getting beyond the joke now, isn't it?
Now, we were discussing the ill discipline. First of all, before we even get into the ill discipline, have you ever seen a red card like that in your life? I've never seen a red card like that. I don't know, I guess by the letter of the law, it's a red. It's two yellows. But what we were saying is, does the player even know he's on a yellow? You know what I mean? Because advantage has been played. He's pushed out at the play. It may not necessarily be given as a yellow. And then he's not received a yellow and he's running the other one's definitely a yellow. I mean, is the player just unlucky there or is he stupid or what do you think?
I think the player's stupid, if I'm honest with you. Yet again, we're seeing some silly mistakes on the pitch that are going to potentially cost you. And in this case, it's cost Gabriel Martinelli. It's a different player. And we talked about earlier saying that, you know, these amount of red cards we're seeing are from the senior players. We've seen another red card, but this time it's from one of the younger players. I think personally it's a stupid couple of decisions from Martinelli. I think they're definitely 2 yellow cards. I've never seen it before.
But how does he know that he's got the first one?
And that's the difference. He doesn't know. He doesn't realise because he's not pulled the playback. If the referee pulls the playback, he gives the yellow card. That's a different story. But he's played on like he can do because Wolves are on the break, right? So he thinks that's a yellow card, whatever, but I'm going to let Wolves play on. And then again, Martinelli thinking, I'm not on a yellow, I'm going to have to just take him out here.
Yeah, because in a lot of games, you'll see the referee then say, point to sort of like the incident down there or stay at that incident there and give him 1 year. I've never seen that before. Listen, it's probably the rules and it's probably the right decision. I don't know, for the player it's a bit unfair because I've just never seen that before.
I think you're right in terms of it being never seen before, but I'm not so sure it was unfair because I personally feel like they were both yellows and I think the referee's got it right. Never seen it before personally, but I think when you look back and you think, actually, were they both silly fouls? Yes. Were they both yellows? I think so. So I think he has to go. But that then yet again puts us in serious trouble for the last half hour to 20 minutes of the game. But we fought it out, mate. You've got to pick up the players for that.
Some big performances in there by Gabriel, by Ben White as well. The whole of the back four, Cedric stepped in did very well today. I mean, and Ramsdale, of course. I mean, the defence was so important tonight, wasn't it?
No one can really doubt the fact that these players are given their all. And I've always suggested that they have. And my question marks have really been more upstairs and in the management area. But actually, when you look at these players, I'm really liking the players for once. You know what I mean? When I see them lined up in the tunnel, I'm like, I like these. It wasn't long ago I was going, don't rate you, don't really like you, not too sure about your mentality. I actually look down now and I think, I like Ramsdale. I like what I'm seeing from Ben White and Gabriel. I like what I'm seeing from Tierney. I'm liking what I'm seeing moving forward in some of the young players we've got. And again, they fought out today. And it reminded me, Robbie, like I said earlier, of Anfield. It really did. And it was as if to say, look, we are not losing this game. I don't care what you throw at me in the box. You've got to pick up the players for that. You know, you've got to pick up the players for that.
One little negative on it is still the striker situation. Lacazette, who I thought played well today, got through some hard work and that, but he had that chance one-on-one with the keeper at 1-0 to just put the game to bed, and he put it wide. And is this where we still could pay a price for not bringing a striker in January? Or do you think the goals are just going to come from different positions?
Well, the goals are going to have to come from different positions because I think they've proven they can't come up from up front. I mean, Lacazette is so deep tonight because of the way we're playing. The fact that he's coming back and doing his job is great, but actually we do need a threat, and there's no threat at all there. When you go through one-on-one like that, you know, I see him miss an open goal pretty much against Burnley. You go through that chance, that was so far wide, Robbie. You know, I didn't even have the confidence one-on-one. You know, I didn't think it was in straight away. And when you're getting rid of players like Aubameyang, you need to say, I don't need Aubameyang because I've got Lacazette scoring goals. And it's just not done the manager any favours tonight. And bringing Eddie Nketiah on, in my opinion, ahead of Pepe is crazy for me when he's done well over in Africa. The kid, I don't know what the obsession is with Eddie Nketiah, But I see him in the corner for 1 minute to go. Keep it in the corner, and he tries to cross it. No one's in there. What's he doing? Gives the ball away. Those little things really they show naivety. But the one-on-one chance for Lacazette, I've got nobody to blame but him, and I have to point to Mikel Arteta to say, right, are you happy with Lacazette? Yes, you are. Why? Why do you think he's going to score? I can see why you're after Vlahovic, and it wasn't going to happen. But you needed to do something for me, because if you're going to get rid of Aubameyang, you need to replace him, because Lacazette's missing those chances, and that's not good enough for me.
And after such a horrific January, that's good tonic for every Arsenal fan and all the players, and the top four is back on, isn't it?
Massively. I mean, listen, I thought the top four was on anyway for a few of those teams because everyone's been so consistent. The reason I still feel we won't get it is because I don't think that the manager is good enough personally, and I don't feel personally like we have the strength in depth. I think that first 11...
We've only got a game every week now. So do we necessarily need massive strength in depth when there's only one? I mean, we haven't even got a game this weekend. Our next game is next week.
Well, we've already seen Tomiyasu with a knock. I see Gabriel holding his groin today. I don't want them two being out, because that means Cedric and Holding are playing for a few games. So I don't think that we have the 17, 18 players that we need for top four. I don't think we have the manager, and I don't think we have the goals, Robbie. I really don't think we have the goals. I know we won tonight 1-0, it was great. Defensively, we look good. But we need to start scoring in this team. And if the goals aren't going to come from up top, then Martinelli, Saka, Smith Rowe, Ødegaard are going to have to start chipping in. And I don't think they provide enough goals. So I think it's going to be a struggle for top four. But listen, we have put ourselves in an unbelievable position. We needed to win tonight after what happened to Tottenham and Man United. And we have a great, great chance.